The shadow in the hallway. Ava had always loved living in her grandmother's old house, nestled deep in the woods. Its creaky floors and worn wallpaper carried the charm of a bygone era. But the house came with one unshakable rule: never open the hallway door at night. The door in question was an old, splintering wooden slab at the end of a narrow corridor on the second floor. No one explained why the rule existed, but her grandmother had been firm about it since Ava was a child. Now, as an adult staying there during the winter, she brushed off the warning as a superstitious relic. One night, as snow blanketed the forest outside, Ava sat in the living room reading. The wind howled, making the house groan. Then she heard it, a soft, deliberate creak from upstairs. She froze, listening intently. Another creak, closer this time. It sounded like footsteps. Ava grabbed her flashlight and cautiously ascended the stairs. The air grew colder as she approached the top. Her eyes darted to the hallway door. It was slightly ajar. Her heart pounded. She knew she had locked it earlier. As she moved closer, she noticed a shadow shifting on the floor, cast from the faint moonlight spilling through a nearby window. But it wasn't her shadow. It was too tall, too thin. The door creaked wider, revealing nothing but darkness beyond. She should have turned back, but curiosity gripped her. She pushed the door open with trembling hands and shone her flashlight inside. The beam cut through the void, revealing a set of steep, narrow stairs leading down into what should have been the attic. The shadow moved, darting out of sight. Ava's breath hitched. "Hello?" she whispered, her voice barely audible. No reply. Against her better judgment, she stepped inside. The air smelled damp and metallic, the faint sound of dripping water echoing from below. She descended slowly, each step more nerve-wracking than the last. At the bottom of the stairs was a small, windowless room. The walls were covered in deep gouges, as if something with claws had tried to claw its way out. In the center of the room was an old, broken mirror, its surface darkened and warped. Her flashlight flickered. Panic rose in her chest. She turned to leave, but the stairs were gone. Behind her, the mirror began to hum, emitting a low, bone-chilling sound. She turned back toward it, and her reflection stared at her, except it wasn't her. The thing in the mirror had her face, but grinned with jagged teeth and black, soulless eyes. The reflection reached out, its hand breaching the mirror's surface. Ava screamed as the thing grabbed her wrist and yanked her forward. Her flashlight clattered to the ground, spinning wildly before the bulb shattered, plunging the room into darkness. The next morning, the door was shut and locked again, just as it always had been. But Ava was gone. And now, if you listen closely at night, you can hear soft, deliberate footsteps behind the hallway door, waiting for someone else to open it.